guys, today we're going to take a look at the SouthOrd Max M2000B. I got to tell you, this is probably one of the most expensive pick kits we've ever taken a look at, but it's made by from something that SouthOrd calls their Max Steel. We'll talk a little bit more detail about that. $129.99, 130 bucks, free shipping. I got it from lockpickshop.com. Before we dig into this, I'm going to bust it open and we're going to look at all the pieces, but I'd like to announce the winner of last week's review item. If you guys recall, it was the Sparrows Double Tap Snap Gun, and I can't even say the winner's name without busting out laughing. Double B, I guess like Bosnianbill. If you will reply to the confirmation email by sending me your address, I'll get that in the mail to you. All right, let me crack this open and let's see what kind of goodness SouthOrd's put inside of here. Well, guys, this is everything inside of this leather case. The website says this is a Valentino leather case. I don't know who Valentino is or why he makes cases, but to me it looks like a regular SouthOrd case. It just has some stamping on the front telling you the model number and the word Max. Nothing special about it. It's functional, but nothing special. All right, let's take a look at the picks themselves. These are pretty nice. They come with these nice molded plastic handles. It's a hard plastic. They are very ergonomic, very comfortable to hold. The picks themselves are all made from stainless steel 301 high yield steel, which is the highest grade 301. These are supposedly about 40% stronger than regular full hard stainless steel. So normal full hard is 185,000 psi. This is 270,000. So if you're really destructive on your picks, this is about the hardest material you can get, short of stuff they find in the aerospace industry. 23 thousandths, but when you look at it, I noticed that these have been tumbled. They're very smooth. There are no sharp edges that I can find on any of the picks. I've been playing with them for a while. I probably still have a dent in my finger. They're not finished badly, but if you look, if we get the camera to focus there, there are some sharp edges. Well, I mean, some squared off edges. I probably still would put maybe 20 minutes into the whole kit and round those off. 130 bucks, I kind of would have expected a little higher degree of finish on these, not just tumbling. So anyway, we have a standard hook. I have used this quite a bit. I mean, a lot. I put a lot of tension on it. I'm not going to break these because I'm going to give this away to one of you at the end. It seems to be very durable, more so than the other picks I use, but I'm not going to really try to torque it over just to prove a point. The diamond. Oh, one more thing about these. These are full tang, not full tang. And what I mean by full tang, the metal doesn't go all the way to the end. Instead, it only goes up to right here somewhere. I get the magnet working. So the tip goes back to right there. But when you go past that point, there's no metal in any of this. So the tip only extends into the molded plastic about this far. Does that really matter? Probably not. Not with the hard plastic. I think the vibrations probably will be transferred to your hand without any, it won't be muted, I don't believe. But again, at this price point, 130 bucks, I kind of would have expected a full tang pick out of the deal. If ever there was a diamond or half diamond made to pick dimple locks, this is the one. This is a pretty hefty, large size diamond, probably a medium half diamond. And really for dimples, that's about the size that you'd want. We have a snake rake, and nothing spectacular about this. This is pretty industry standard. We have a L rake or a city rake. Looks pretty good, but these L rakes make it easy to evaluate the level of finish. So if you see the tips of those little mountains rounded off, but the valleys are not, tells you that it was probably tumbled in like walnut media, something like that. But again, you're going to have to put a little bit of time into refinishing this. If you can do wafer locks, you have a ball rake, so you can do double-sided wafers. You have a W rake or kinetic. This one is a little unusual. If you notice, it's angled up just a little bit, and then the depth of the grooves is a little bit deeper. I think that is because when you yank this out doing the kinetic attack, that gives you a little more chance of hitting multiple pins at the same time. So using the highest grade steel with this angle probably would give you a little higher rate of success. But again, that's speculation on my part. You get what I think is probably a half snowman, but it's not quite. It's almost like a half diamond here, and then the snowman's belly right there. I don't think the wafer locks really care. I think this will work perfectly fine, but just it just kind of jumped out at me as not what I would consider to be the norm for a half snowman. I've been saving this one for last because I don't know what to call him. This really isn't a half diamond. It's really not a probe or a knife. It's got that little hump there. So were this mine, I think it's the perfect length to use it as a probe or a knife, to use it for padlock bypasses. So I might even file off that little tip and just convert this one to a knife. Some of the things I am missing here, though, I don't see for 130 bucks. I'd expect a Bogota, probably a medium hook. I would happily trade off, say, 3 picks to get those 2 picks. But again, it's not offered, so we got what we got. They have these other 2. These are pretty standard in most SouthOrd picks. These also appear to be made out of the high-yield steel. The finish is exactly the same. One is a little shorter than the other one. I don't know why. This one would probably fit in your pocket without too much trouble, but I'm not really sure I want a sharp thing riding around in my pocket all day. It is looks like a short hook, and on the other end is a snake rake. And then the other one is a little bit longer. Again, on one end we got a half diamond. It probably needs a little shaping there. And we have that W rake, but not quite. It's a little bit different. But it would probably work just as well for kinetic attacks as the W rake. Extending the weirdness, we have 2 tulip, these tensioners. These are designed to be tension or help you tension around, say, a doorknob or a thumb turn. They're identical, except one of them has a twist and the other one does not. So I don't know why, but there you go. You got a choice of each. We have 4 L wrenches. There's not a lot special about these. We actually have 2 widths. We have the normal. It would be we have the thin, which is on the left, and then we have what I would consider the medium, and these are straight up L's. They're not finished badly, no sharp edges or anything like that. And then we got 2 other ones. We have another one, same width, except this one has a twist in it. Again, I don't know why, but that's your choice. The final one is it's narrowed. It's the medium tension wrench that's been ground down to the exact same dimension as the narrow, get it up here, as the narrow tension wrench. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus here. I don't know why. I would just rather have 2 like that without the additional grinding. But anyway, that's what you got. So let's cut to the chase. Is it worth 130 bucks? I got to tell you, there's some good things about it. I do like the steel. I like the way it feels. I really like these handles. I normally don't like handles, but these do fit my hand very nicely. But it's missing what I consider to be some critical tools. It's missing a medium hook. It's missing a Bogota. Yeah, I know these probably work about the same. The lock doesn't care, but I would think I'd get a Bogota out of the deal. I'd also, at this price point, expect to see a top of the tension keyway, top of the keyway tensioner. Did not see it, but there you go. That's what you got. 130 bucks to me, at least. I know some of you guys out there got a lot of money, but to me, it's a lot of money for what you get. Even if they throw in this Valentino plush leather case, I got to say it's still a little bit overpriced. There you go, the M2000B from SouthOrd, made from Max Steel. All right, this will not cost the lucky winner a dime, not even 130 bucks. It's going to be free. All you got to do, go to that website, register. Next Saturday, we're going to pick another lucky winner. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay legal.